Hello everyone, today we're gonna be talking about the Holy Priest in Legion Alpha. This is the first video of a series I'm going to make about every healer spec in Legion, and I'm gonna be talking about talents, skills and artifact traits in general. Hope you enjoy and stay tuned for more. So let's start with the talents first. The first row is pretty simple. The talent that you're gonna be picking in most of raids, in my opinion, is gonna be Enlightenment. Hope they don't nerf it. And basically it's talent generation. It's very important. Spirit is no longer a thing, so this talent is gonna stay important throughout the whole expansion. Now, when you come across a fight, a boss fight or whatever, that you don't need more mana and you end up having like half your mana bar full by the end of the fight, you might want to go for Trail of Light and fill in some flash heals here and there, or for Enduring Renewal. Enduring Renewal is amazing for dungeons. I have made a video, you can check it out, when combined with Binding Heal, but in a raid environment it doesn't work like that. Binding Heal targeting is smart. On the third heal, one is always on you, so you're not gonna refresh so many renews on a raid, or it will be overhealing anyway. So yeah, I don't think Trail of Light, I don't really like it. Maybe if tuned more it's gonna be an amazing option for some raiding. Like if it did 80% of the healing, it would be amazing when you don't care about mana at the boss fight. Enduring Renewal is gonna be the go-to talent, in my opinion, on challenge modes and everything that's gonna be group based and hard to heal with constant damage. Because with Binding Heal you refresh renews. Check my video, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Okay, moving on to the second row. Players are gonna have to make a choice whether they need movement speed and healing. If the fight doesn't require you to move fast, you're gonna be choosing Desperate Prayer. It's a powerful heal that can save your life. Otherwise, you need to move a lot, go for Angelic Feather. Path of Light is pretty much garbage at the moment, I don't like it at all. We'll have to see how it plays out, but for now I'm choosing Angelic Feather. Desperate Prayer is gonna be for stationary fights, and we'll have to see how Path of Light plays out, if they change it with something else that's gonna be useful. For now, my choice is Angelic Feather for raiding, except when you have to be stationary and go Desperate Prayer. The third row is pretty much situational and there's gonna be nice choice here. I don't see Censure, if I call it right, being used a lot. It's a stun and any other class is gonna be having a stun and your DPS can take care of ads when they need stun, so I don't see that being useful in a raid, maybe in challenge modes and dungeons. Now, moving on to Shining Force. This is a situational talent, but might be very strong. It's a knockback, remember Ragnar's Heroic? Yes, these types of fights. I think it's gonna be useful from time to time, but nothing to be super excited about. Finally, Afterlife. Increase the duration of Spirit of Redemption by 200%. I really like playing with Spirit of Redemption, especially in bosses like when you're out of mana, the raid is taking super huge damage, you sacrifice yourself and keep on healing. With this, you're gonna be healing for like, let me check out right now, you're gonna be healing for 45 seconds. Like, that's amazing. You're gonna be healing for free. And on top of that, there is a legendary item for priests that when you enter Spirit of Redemption, depending on what healing you do, you regen, you get back to life with more mana and more health. So I don't know, you might be able to die and raise yourself every 2 minutes with 100% mana. I don't know, it's too soon to judge, but if it stays right now as it is and as I'm thinking it is gonna be working, it's gonna be powerful, which I doubt it's gonna stay that way, but this talent is my go-to choice for most raiding environments, not only raiding environments, challenge modes as well, because it's very strong. You might die and save your group, get the kill. just because of a talent. Very nice, and nice option on the latest build. Now moving on to the level 60 talents. This is a role that I don't like, not because the talents are not good, but because I like every one of them. Light of the Hour is a straight up increase to serendipity, and I think it's gonna be the go-to choice for challenge modes. Maybe Guardian Angel be used for challenge modes as well. But for raiding, Symbol of Hope in its latest form, although it got nerfed by 2 seconds and 1 minute extra cooldown, I think it's gonna be the go-to choice. Like, when mana is gonna be an issue, it boosts all your healers, so they basically start healing like they don't care. It's gonna be like an important skill, like not just important, it's gonna be powerful. I don't wanna see it nerfed, I don't wanna see it being back to channeled form, where the Holy Priest that just sits there and watches his other healers do amazing healing while he cannot do anything about it. I like it like that, it's amazing, and this is my go-to option for raiding. Now Guardian Angel looks amazing for some stuff like maybe challenge modes, maybe hard hitting tank phases, but I don't know, I don't like it like that. I would prefer a flat cooldown reduction. It might be powerful for PvP, but again, we have PvP talents for these things. Now Light of the Hour is amazing, I really like it, especially combined with Binding Heal. But when you have the choice of Symbol of Hope, you have to support your raid and not be selfish. Remember, you're here for the kills, not for getting high ranks. So yeah, my option for raiding is gonna be Symbol of Hope, if everything stays the same. Now on the level 75 row, the choices here are gonna be based on content. So for challenge modes, I'm gonna be going with Binding Heal and Enduring Renewal. On raids, I'm gonna going on Piety or Binding Heal, depending on whether I can afford more Binding Heals, and on the nature of the damage, if it's bursty and random. On the other hand, Surge of Light, I don't see it working very well because the chance is low and Divine Star doesn't seem to get so many Surge procs as it does in WoD. So let's say for now Piety is the go-to option. You're casting Prayer of Mending anyway, so you get more Sanctify casts over the fight with no extra mana cost, so it's a nice talent. Holy Word Sanctify is powerful. And yeah, that's basically the option. Mana requirement again, whether you choose Binding Heal or Purity. We'll see how it plays out. Moving on to the level 90 talents, there's gonna be much choice to be made here. First of all, Divine Star is the go-to choice when you're stacked. Halo is the go-to choice when the raid spread. Divine Star does more healing if the raid is stacked, Halo does more if the raid is spread. I like it, it has to be that way. One for stacked purposes, one for spread. Now Divinity, it's a passive talent, and it might probably be used for some fights where the damage is more bursty. Because what you can do with Divinity, for example, you can cast a Holy Word, Serenity, get the healing bonus, cast some Prayer of Healing, some Renews, some whatever, Circle of Healing. Then by the time it's ready to run out, you can cast your Holy Word Sanctify and Improved Sanctify, and then you get the buff even more, and then you keep casting Prayer of Healings, which with the artifact rate we're gonna check back later is increased by 30% for 10 seconds after. We're talking about massive healing here, huge healing, but it's gonna be a huge burn on your mana. If you can afford it in short fights or in like butcher style fights, I can see Holy being really dominant. Divinity is gonna have some nice use, and even though it's passive, you're gonna actively be using it because it triggers from 2 spells. It's not random, it's not like Twist of Fate. I really like it. Or for example, do not forget, you can get a 20% more strong Divine Image. That's another option there. For now, for raiding, I think I'm gonna be going with Halo on longer fights where I cannot use the power of divinity as much as I would like to, and on shorter fights divinity is gonna be very strong. I really like the star. It might be the go-to option in general. If Halo on a fight is like 10% of your healing, Halo is gonna be probably the go-to choice. If it's lower than 8%, I think Divinity or Divine Star might be better. But we'll have to see how it plays out. And it's depending on your mana again and the nature of the damage and all that stuff. But this row is amazing. I like all of them. And I don't want to see any serious changes here. Maybe tuning between Hell and Divine Star, but they look like they're pretty powerful right now. Now finally, on the level 100 talents, I have to say I am not really happy about them. First of all, Circle of Healing is too strong to not get it right now. I didn't really like it being a talent. I would actually be happier if it's gonna be a skill again and maybe swap the talent with something else. Because at the moment, Circle of Healing is like 50% of a Sanctify. So it's basically you can get 5 casts on a minute basis. So let's say you get like 2.5 Sanctify casts, which you're not gonna be getting from Apotheosis, and you're gonna be spending a lot of mana on Apotheosis. Now Apotheosis is gonna be a nice option on fights where you don't care about mana, combined with Divinity, combined with Binding Heal, combined with everything else I told you on the previous row. Maybe you can combine it with Symbol of Hope as well, and combined with the artifact rate I just showed you a while back, because it's gonna be huge healing, and combined with Symbol of Hope it's gonna be less impact on your mana bar, depending on the fight as well. There's gonna be choice to be made, don't get me wrong. Benediction, it's crap. I mean, even if it gets 100% chance, I don't think I'm gonna use it because it's passive. I don't like it at all. So the choice is between Apotheosis and Circle of Healing, but right now Circle of Healing is too strong to ignore. Apotheosis is a burn on your mana. I don't really like Apotheosis in general. I think it should be made something like giving your Holy Word spells a passive 10 second cooldown and no serendipity while it's active. Like you get to cast 3 Holy Word Sacrifice and 3 Serenity spells in a 30-second window. I don't really know. I don't like it right now. Even if it gets buffed, it's gonna be too strong. We'll have to see. But for the moment, Circle of Healing seems the go-to choice. So now it's time to talk about some of the stronger and more important artifact traits. But before we go there, let's talk about the passive, which right now is bugged. So when you use a Holy Word spell, it has a chance to summon an image of 2 at your side for 15 seconds, casting a similar spell. I don't know what that similar spells mean. Does it mean when you cast a renew on your target, 2 recasts another one? How strong it's going to be? It's bugged and we'll have to see how it plays out. The on-use effect, I don't really like it. It's a free heal, okay, I get it, and a boost to healing for 25%. Looks like a PvP use effect for me. What I would like to see in a raiding environment is like a mini beacon, like 25 of your healing being copied onto the target for the 10-second period. This is gonna be amazing. Like, you know the tanks are gonna be taking damage. Put the Light of Toren onto them, keep on healing your raid while healing your tanks a lot. I don't like that now. Maybe if they buff the healing percentage, I don't see it having a raid uses a lot. Maybe if they buff the healing component, it's gonna be a free heal, okay. Nothing special, I'm not excited about it. And my suggestion is to make it like a mini beacon. This is the go-to choice and that's my suggestion. Now, let's move to the artifact traits. The artifact traits are pretty nice. I'm happy with the artifact tree on the Holy Priest. Okay, here we have some renew healing, flash, holy word sanctify, a cooldown reduction, which is amazing. This is one of the good ones. Power of the Naru is amazing, 30% healing, and we talked about it before, how we can abuse it and get huge healing of it. Renew the Faith is basically going to be an extra increase to your divine hymn. If you can have 3 prayer of mending actives on when you cast divine hymn, it's going to be very nice. You're going to get some nice extra healing here. And now let's move to the other ones. This is pretty sad. I don't like it at all. It's basically a movement speed decrease on the target, and yeah, it's pretty useless for healing. Now, Guardian of the Light is basically cast Guardian, you get on yourself. This is gonna be nice when you have to seize mechanics, or when damage is going on, you get extra healing on yourself. It's gonna save your life a lot, but it might actually be used for seizing mechanics, like the raid chooses 2 targets or 3 targets, and they have to either soak the damage or they take it on their own. Basically, you render 2 of these debuffs completely useless with this spell. I don't like when you seize stuff in fights, but we're gonna see how it plays out. Now, on Blessing of Toren, it looks nice, but what bothers me is the spells it triggers from. It triggers from heal or flash heal. Heal, I don't see it getting any real use. Flash heal, it costs a lot. Maybe this is gonna help promote the Dalin Surge of Light, but then again, we'll have to see how it plays out. It basically is a nice boost to healing in your haste, and we have to see how it plays out, how fights go, and how many heal and flash heal casts you can get in order to make it proc, and what is the proc chance. I don't like proc chances on healing. We'll have to see how it plays out. Now, Holy Guidance, prayer of healing by 9% increased on 3 stacks, so it's very nice. Basically passive. This one is pretty lackluster, Holy Mending, because it has to jump on a player with renew and get a minor heal out of it. In raiding, I don't see that happening a lot. In dungeons and challenge modes, it's gonna be very strong. You can have pretty much your whole raid, and you get free healing, and which is pretty good. It's like more than a prayer of mending take, so it's nice. On the challenge mode, this is gonna be powerful with the enduring renewal binding heal method we talked before. Now this is gonna be an overkill. It's gonna increase your critical strike or serenity. Okay, you can get tank from 10% if you can manage to heal that to full with a critical heal, but in general it's gonna be an overkill. Nice anyway, as you get some mastery benefit out of it. Save the Fallen, when it drops below 40% health, it sets the cooldown of Holy Word Serenity. So basically this means a lot. This means that you can cast a Holy Word Serenity when you know damage is gonna get your raid low, and then cast it again. So with a nice tracker on the spell, you can get some nice Serenity uptime, and also you can get some Divinity uptime. You can get like 16 seconds of Divinity uptime simply by abusing the spell, and with nice timing and nice tracking with quick avras or whatever you like. And then you can extend it by Holy Word Sanctify. Again, Holy Priest seems to be able to have huge burst potential. Let's hope our mana is enough and the fights are like that, so we can use that potential and really sign it, really provide solid healing. Now, Trust of the Light, I don't like it at all. It seems like a PvP option and it's very weak. 50%, it's a joke. And Say Your Prayers basically gives your prayer of mending a 30% chance to not put swing charge. It's it's gonna be pretty much a 30% increase. Prayer of mending healing, very passive, nothing special. But again, I don't like it. So yeah, that's the That's the artifact tree. Now changes I would like to make is on Blessing of Toren. I would like it to proc from every heal, or maybe from Holy Word spells only when you need that extra healing. But if it procced from Holy Word spells, it would be overlapping and be too strong with Divinity. I don't know, I don't like it in scarred form. And I don't like the basic use effect of the weapon. Mini Beacon is my go-to choice, and I hope they do some changes on this one too. Okay, finally let's talk about what I think is gonna be the most used raiding build, and I'm gonna go through a challenge mode build as well after this one. My choice is gonna be that Enlightenment, Angelic Feather, Afterlife, Symbol of Hope, Piety, Helio, and Circle of Healing are gonna be the go-to choices for raiding. In fights where you're gonna be casting many renews, Prayer of Mighty on cooldown, Circle on cooldown, Holy Words when needed, Hail when needed, Prayer of Healing. I don't see it being useless as it was in the start of WoD, but you won't be able to spam it either, which is a nice balance. I like it a lot. And you're gonna be pretty much casting all your spells with that build. You're gonna be having enough mana, more than the other healers. And this is a choice for raid wide constant damage. Maybe Divinity is gonna be the go-to choice when you need some extra burst. You have to play between them, and the Divine Star on stacked fights. And also Light of the Narrow between Symbol of Hope when mana is not needed, but Symbol of Hope is powerful. And maybe another choice you have to make is Binding Heal and Apotheosis. Again, depending on mana, the damage burst, how burst it is, how constant it is, because constant damage favors renew. And we have to see how the fights play out. I think this is gonna be the most used spec right now, and this one is a nice alternative on shorter fights with high burst. Combining Divinity, Apotheosis, we will be having some huge Divinity uptime. Symbol of Hope is awesome. Maybe Light of the Narrow, but I don't see it happening in a raid group. So yeah, if I had to make an assumption, this would be my go-to raiding spec for now, which has some alternatives as I told you. So Blizzard said that challenge modes and dungeons in general are gonna be meaningful during the whole of Legion. So here is my build that I suggest you use when they are out and if nothing changes dramatically. And this build is gonna be using Enduring Renewal. You can check my other video about it. Signing Light of the Narrow, Symbol of Hope, I don't see that being used because it would benefit only you on a group scenario. Binding Heal for Enduring Renewal synergy. And now either Divinity is gonna be the option, maybe Hail, but I don't see that happening. Divinity is powerful 20% on a group basis, while these talents get stronger the more targets you heal. And then Circle of Healing or Apotheosis, depending. Maybe for challenge modes and the really hard healing situations, Apotheosis is gonna be the go-to option, because you can sit and drink while your tank pulls the next pack, or wait 5 seconds. We have to see how it plays out, but I think this is gonna be the strongest of all healers actually. Challenge mode build. You can do tremendous healing with Enduring Renewal Binding Heal, nice uptime, and it's powerful. I have tested it and it's powerful. Hope it plays nicely and hope we will enjoy it. So this was my first talk video. I hope you liked it, and give me suggestions and what you liked, what you didn't like about it. Keep in mind that my recording devices are pretty much crap, but with your support I'm gonna improve my equipment. I'm gonna get skills in video editing and everything else. So I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Give your opinions on the comment. Feel free to ask questions on the comment. And in general, thank you for your support. I really enjoy talking with people, giving my opinion, and I think I can do it. I'm gonna be covering the rest of the healers very soon in the following week or two, and stay tuned for it, and don't forget to whitelist me on Adblock so you can help my channel grow. And again, thanks for watching and see you next time.